helps troubleshooters stay organized as they hunt for the program. Making change in the software to see if the hardware will work. Sometimes a software update had bugs in it, and you may need to go back to the previous version, or maybe you just need to install a new driver, a program that tells the computer how to interact with a piece of hardware. Checking software setting and compatibility of component. Some software is made for specific hardware. For example, you can't install an iPhone app on an Android phone. Getting help from a more knowledgeable troubleshooter. Sometimes an issue is too big for one person to solve on its own. There are many websites dedicated to helping people troubleshoot all sorts of computer issues. They are a great resource to search through. Unit 2. Data and Analysis. Chapter 4. Storing Information. The Information Age. Our world has moved through the Stone Age, the Dark Age, and the Industrial Age. Many say that right now you are living in the Information Age. That's because you have shifted from the focus on making stuff in our hands to use information technology to create. We have found new ways to use information to help us create. Computers are information processors. This means they take information and make it easier for us to us. For example, web apps process information from satellite to help us find the quickest route to our destination and even avoid traffic. Social media apps such as Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook process our personal information like posts, etc., and create a profile of who are that business can use to try to sell our stuff. Note: you don't pay anything to use social networks. That doesn't mean they are free. The cost of using them in that you hand over tons of information about yourself. That's why it's always important to get guardian's permission, and guardians people give out any personal information online. Self-driving car gathers and analyzes large amounts of information to make prediction and decision. Radar, using radio frequently to detect the presence of a distance from object. LiDAR, using laser light to measure the distance to a target. Ultrasonic sound waves and video recording from cars' external camera and sensors are collected, temporarily stored on the car's hard drives, then sent over the internet to powerful computers to analyze the data using artificial intelligence (AI) programs. The AI program puts the data together to learn how to drive by analyzing how humans drive safely. Radar stands for radio detection and ranging. LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging. The more information you have and better tools that you have to understand information, the better decision you can make. For example, when you try to buy a birthday present for your friend, it's much easier to do that trying to buy a present for a new kid that just moved into town. This is because you have more information about your friend, so you are able to make a better decision about the fun what they would like. Computer use data. Data is a collection of unorganized pictures, words, and numbers that have not yet been given meaning. Data has many different forms depending on what kind of information it represents. Information. If data has been organized to have a meaning. The context given to the data, for example, all the answer to survey data, and the average of the result is information. Input data is the organized information entered into the computer. Output data is the information after the computer has processed it. Input data, output data. In a video game, processing keys or buttons on a game console, the characters move around the screen. The social media typing command or uploading photos and videos, HD videos and photos along with your profile. On a microwave oven, selecting numbers or buttons on the keyboard, put cooking in the oven for a given amount of time. In a graphic program, entering numbers for different categories. A graph of the numbers. Document sales. Computer take input data like answer to questions, numbers, and uploaded image and turn the data into a format they can understand and process. For example, pictures are broken up into millions of tiny chunks by a computer, and then the color of each chunk is recorded in a long sequence of code. The computer then processes the code and sends it back to the user as output data. To show the picture, the computer reads the long sequence of code and reconstructs the image on your screen by displaying the corresponding color in each tiny chunk, kind of like a super detailed paint by number. Code. A system of symbols, letters, and numbers used to represent something else. Input, processing, storage, output. Encoding data. Data has the written-in format the computer will understand. This means you have to encode the data so that the computer can process. When you encode information, you change an image, video, words, etc. into a code. For example, Morse code operators in World War II would encode written message into dashes and dots that were sent over telegraphic wires. Morse code. Use dashes and dots to represent the letters of the alphabet. When you decode information, you convert code into understandable form of communication. For example, when the Morse code operator should receive code message in the form of dots and dashes, they would decode the dots and dashes back into English. There are several data encoding schemes we can use to help a computer understand the input data. Data encoding systems are ways that you can represent all types of information so that computers can understand it. Computers only understand a sequence of the digit 1 and 0. Any code that uses ones and zeros is referred to as a binary code. This will be discussed in detail later. Encoding scheme were created to help computers understand, interpret, and create data by reducing all data, images, sound, video, numbers, colors, symbols, and other types of information to ones and zeros. You could imitate the ways computers store an image by making lists of ones and zeros, where 0 is a white box on the grid and 1 is a green box. Here's how the data would be represented to draw a simple graph on a 5 times 5 grid. Row 1, 1 1 0 0 0, row 2, 0 1 1 1 0 0 0, row 3, 0 1 0 0 0, row 4, 0 1 1 1 0, row 5, 0 1 0 1 0. Encoding colors, different types of data like colors, numbers, and pictures can be encoded in different ways. The most common ways color can be encoded through the coding scheme RGB and hexadecimal. You can use a scanner to encode world photograph into digital data into computer can understand. Scanners work by using a sensor that detects colors and encodes the entire photos onto series of low number value. The scanner puts all these values in an order to that the computer can understand and use to recreate the image on a computer screen. RGB is the color notation that uses the three numbers separated by commas. Here each number between 0 and 255. Computers encode which value to binary numbers. Each of the three numbers represent a different shade of red, green, and blue. That's where the name RGB comes from. When the different shades of red, green, blues are combined, they can make many more colors. There are 16 million ways to combine three numbers between 0 and 255.